Welcome to Picture Love, friends. This is not a typical episode of this podcast. I am taking a time out from previously scheduled episodes and content to celebrate. I am practicing what I preach, and I want to encourage us all to celebrate every little step forward. Honestly, when you hit something like a milestone where society recognizes a number or a placement, it's evidence to reflect all the little steps that happened to get to that point. And celebrating Picture Love Podcast's first 2.5K downloads tells me that somebody's listening and somebody's resonating. And I'm so grateful for the people who show up in this space who are willing to go within and have an honest look inside, who are willing to consider other people's perspectives and curate what supports them most, who are willing to prioritize being the love we really are in this world, and who value the power of positivity and light. And no, life isn't all love and positivity and light. It's a variety. But we do get to choose where we focus. And so I want to thank all of you who have come along with me on this journey, whether you're brand new or you've been here since day one. And I'm going to share some of the celebration sentiments that some of the listeners have shared with us today. And I hope it encourages and inspires you to have more supportive thoughts in your day. And I hope that you are celebrating every little step, because some days you need those celebrations to just keep going. And other days, things can go so fast, we don't realize all the good that's happening for us and through us. So thank you for joining me for this celebration episode. I'm going to share some goodness from some very vibrant hearts and souls. Let's get started. This is such a privilege. My friend Linda sent me an email, and it was just so lovely. I'm going to read it to you with her permission, of course. She said, "For me, picturing love is a higher principle than I am choosing to invest my soul in. This should be encouraged and taught in schools. How to picture love should be the easiest thing for us to do, but it isn't. The gifts and tools in Picture Love helped me develop a deep regard for the power of picturing love, especially in the challenging situations when I need it and when it counts. Lots of love, Linda." Thank you, Linda. Here is a beautiful message from my friend Becki. She is a woman of deep insight, a quiet voice of reason, and an absolute reliable source of honesty. I love you, Becki.
I love the Picture Love podcast. It gives me a moment to pause and reconnect with myself and my body. It's like a lovely big deep breath in the middle of my busy day. So I look forward to continuing to listen, and thank you for all the podcasts, your amazing insight and wisdom. I'm so grateful to be able to have you in my ears.
And now I have the privilege of sharing a little bit of my friend Tasha's voice with you. She is such a deep, beautiful soul, and her unique reflections mean the world to me. And I'm going to share them with you as we celebrate.
January 2025 started very difficult for me. Somehow Spirit found a way to bring Kris of Picture Love into my life, and she quickly became an angel of light in my life, and the lessons and interactions with her have been nothing less than a spiritual encounter every time. Her energy and her presence make me feel more present. She can't help but make you love yourself more and be present for yourself more. A quote I have heard her say is, "Where my focus goes, that's what grows." And I find that a perfect reminder of what should be important. When picturing love, this podcast helps you reflect on holding space for yourself, and that it is just as, if not more important, for yourself and your ability to show up for others, loving yourself first and unapologetically, and learning to be selective with your energy. When you do feel drawn to place energy on other people or places or situations, be real about your intentions. Try to pay attention to who your tribe is, and that those around you are the same energy, and that there is balance in them carrying equal space for you as you do them, where your cup will drain and ultimately be empty. Show up as the love that you want to see in the world. Keep showing up and keep picturing love in all things, in all people.
And now I am so happy to be able to share the voice and some energy of one of my longest friends. She's not only a friend, she's a sister and godmother of one of my kids. This is a voice of Joanne, who always moves me to tears in the best possible way, or laughter, both actually.
Over the years, your podcasts have touched my heart in so many ways. From learning to accept my flaws and love myself, to setting boundaries and counting blessings. The one podcast that not only made an impact on me, but it was a valuable lesson to my family as well, was your October 23rd podcast, Showing Up. As a mom of 4, I understood the concern of not being in enough pictures with my children. It's not because I wasn't there, nor that I'm usually the one taking the pictures, but it's because I never thought I looked good enough. I never looked at myself with the compassion and grace that I looked at other people with. Your words, let's give ourselves permission to show up and be present, caught my attention. But then you said to set our ego aside and come with a heart that says, I'm going to be present, messy hair and all. Those beautiful words have been etched in my soul ever since. Thanks to you, I no longer think about what I look like at that moment, but rather how much I want to be part of that memory. Now you can find me in photos with my children, husband, and friends. Thank you for helping me picture love in my everyday life.
I'm so happy to tell you I have a very special guest who knows me behind the scenes unlike any other listener. So, without further ado, you get to meet my loving husband, Rick, today as we celebrate Picture Love Podcast's first 2,500 downloads. Here we go. So, here he is, my special guest, my husband, Rick. Welcome, honey.
Hello.
So, when I first started Picture Love, I went to like this little workshop because I wasn't positive I was going to do it. And I didn't even tell you I was going to do it. What did you think the first time I told you I was going to start a podcast?
It was a big surprise,
Hmm.
and I sort of wasn't sure what it was all about,
Mhm.
but I was in favor of it and fully supportive of it.
Yeah, you were very supportive, that's for sure. I don't think you really understood what podcasting was at the time, for the most part. Is that fair?
Yes.
Can you guess which one of us is the talker?
Yes.
Okay. All right, next question. Um, if there's a moment or an episode that you remember that you want to mention or that you were especially proud of me, when would that be?
Probably in the early stages. I download them and cut the lawn and just realized how pleasant your voice was listening to you.
Cute, honey. That's so sweet.
Mhm.
I remember you saying that, and that made my day. That was an unexpected compliment because I come up with a lot of creative ventures, and you just tend to support me and wait to see how that unfolds.
That's me. I'm a supporter.
All right. So, what would you share about how this podcast affects me behind the scenes, off the mic? Anything come to mind?
No, I just see it brings you joy and you carry that off the mic.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay, these are not rehearsed. I did not prime him. I promise. All right. Is there anything that you would want to share about either Picture Love or behind the scenes just for people who are celebrating alongside of us right now? 2,500 downloads is a milestone for any podcast, whether they're brand new or seasoned. Is there anything you feel like sharing?
No, I just think the information you give to others, from what I've heard in the past, is usually useful and helpful.
Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
He's being really well behaved. All right. So how about we loosen this up a little bit and let them hear a little bit more of what we're like in real life with some rapid fire. Are you up for that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm going to step back so you don't have to bend so far. All right. What is your favorite commercial?
Currently, what comes to mind is the Screaming Goats commercials by Geico.
Those are good ones. We've had fun reenacting moments. All right. What is your go-to snack?
Peanut butter.
Very well. All right. What is one way you think we are opposite besides the obvious gender?
I don't talk much. You talk. Not a lot, but you talk enough for both of us, which is what I want.
Very fair. All right. What's one way you think we're alike?
Hmm.
You can pass.
I think
Go ahead.
we're very funny towards each other. So I think the comic side of things.
Yeah, we do laugh. We laugh easily.
Yes.
I love that. All right. What could I binge watch 100 times without any hesitation?
The movie Hitch. And you've gotten close to 100 viewings.
Not recently. I think I need to watch it again. Okay. All right. Mention a secret.
Oh, and also Madam Secretary,
Oh, yes.
probably Ted Lasso,
Yes.
and Designated Survivor.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Those are definitely binge worthy.
And you do.
Okay. Next one. Mention a secret talent or weird habit.
That I have?
Okay.
Biting my toenails. No, can't reach my toenails, so that's not possible. I don't know. I don't have any secret habits.
They're weird habits of mine.
Of yours?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not weird enough.
No, you don't have any weird habits.
I'm okay. I think
twirling your hair. Not weird, but just a
it's a
habit.
habit.
Childhood habit.
Talk about your turn. Okay, what's your favorite vacation spot?
That we've been to? Man, that's Italy is always a winner.
Yeah.
We've had great times in Mexico, but I'd say Italy.
All right. And who's the better cook?
I am. I am.
Well, I should say, who cooks more?
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No,
Okay, I'll leave it
I
alone.
love doing that.
And who has a better sense of direction?
I do when I'm the only one in the car.
And when I'm in the car, what happened?
You have the better sense of direction.
And why this phenomenon?
I don't know. My mind does not focus on directions when you're in the car.
Okay. And last question. What are you looking forward to?
Retirement
Yeah.
and travel.
And travel.
More travel.
Lots more travel for fun, not for work.
Correct.
Excellent. You have been a delightful guest.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of Picture Love, but I'm proud of us. Thanks for being my supporter through it all. And thank you to everybody who has helped make Picture Love reach this milestone. Did you want to say something? I interrupted.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for taking a pause with me to celebrate this milestone. And I hope that no matter how small or big your milestones are, that you take time to notice and appreciate each one of them, because yours are all worthy of celebration. So, yeah.
You're welcome.
See you next time.